This episode of Super Legit brought to you by Communism, an impending visit from CPS, and Tums. Welcome to another edition of the Super Legit podcast. I am Jarrett Lennon Kaufman, your host. Some people call me Jet. You will not. I am enjoying being surrounded by my good friends here who always try so hard. Not all of them. Yep, I have Stephen C. James waving at me. This is where I tell you what's going on Zoom right now. I describe it to you in detail. Stephen C. James is waving at me happily. Everyone else is licking the microphone. And Chris Sanders is, I'm not sure he's going to come back from that one. Autoerotic asphyxiation? Yeah, I think that is what that's called. And that's a great way to start the show.
Listeners.
It really, really sets you up for the tone of what we do on the Super Legit podcast. God, I hope it doesn't.
No one can see this. You're the one choosing to make it this way.
Yeah, but you're tempting me. You're tempting me, and I don't have
I didn't prove it.
Prove it. Yeah, we were actually all just sitting here. Jet's just making all this up.
Yeah, I have a fantastic imagination, and I'm setting us up for failure. Let's introduce all of you lovely people. Let's start with Stephen C. James. Stephen C. James.
Hi.
If there was a fifth horseman of the apocalypse and you could be it, what would you be?
Oh, capitalism. Because, I mean, if there's anything that's coming for us and is just going to take us all down all at once, it's like war. Oh, yeah, sure, maybe. Pestilence. Oh, okay. Hunger. Capitalism. Oh, it eats everything. Yeah, definitely capitalism.
Yeah, it's all-encompassing, too. Yeah. Like, that is the most powerful one of all.
And of course, if I was that horse, yeah, I would be the most powerful and I would win.
And I think it's really that it's like the overseer of the other four, if we really break it down. Like it clearly sits above them.
Yeah, capitalism is the cause of all of those others.
Yeah. And it would sit on like a Clydesdale, I assume, at that point.
So we're saying capitalism is middle management. That's what we're saying. It's
No, capitalism is definitely in charge.
Yeah, it's a CEO.
Yeah, capitalism allows middle management to think it's important. And then it crushes and eats their bones.
It's funny. I was just watching a show, and there's a point where like this cop and this like hitman type are talking, and the hitman's like, "Oh, you don't like capitalism?" The cop's like, "No, but greed." And I think like that's where the distinction is. However, in America, it feels like greed is really just baked into the capitalism. Anyway,
that's
interesting.
That is interesting, Mike.
Hey, Josh Spence.
Hey, man.
If you could ask me the question instead, what question would you ask me?
Say that question again.
If you could ask me the question instead, what question would you ask?
That question. Next.
Fantastic. Oh, and it's circular, too, because I can just come right back with that, and we're set. Thank you. You set me up beautifully.
Gotcha, bitch.
Hey, Chris Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blushing right now. Why?
Oh, because I was pretending to asphyxiate autoerotically.
Yeah.
But then
prove it.
But then made it sound like I wasn't, and that you were a freak.
Yeah, and being gaslit is clearly my turn on. Ooh, silence.
You're such a bitch.
What a loaded pause there.
So we'll see you guys for episode 9.
I'm going to have to leave in most of that pause. Finally, Michael Heiman. Michael Heiman, I'm going to read this question exactly the way I wrote it.
Oh, boy.
If you could bring 3 things with you to a desert island, what would they be? I don't know if I intended to write it that way originally, but that is how it's spelled, and I'm going with it.
Life's a Herald.
Well, based on how this is posed, the island is full of and also made of dessert. So I'm going to bring with me, of course, a fork, a knife, and a bottle of single malt scotch.
Wrong.
I don't know how a desert island is not populated.
I didn't say it wasn't.
I don't know why you need a knife.
Yeah.
Can we analyze this?
I would definitely bring insulin to a desert island. You got to bring insulin.
Why? Yeah. Like you're going to.
That's a lot of sugar.
You're literally eating yourself out of house and home. You're eating yourself out of land.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, you don't know the size of the island. It could be massive.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, we could treat this the way that humans treat the Earth currently, where we assume that the supply will never end, and we just keep eating through it until eventually we realize, oh crap, there was an end.
Oh, what's that clip clop you hear in the distance? Oh, it's my little horsey capitalism riding up to ruin the day. Yeah.
What if the land itself, like the ground, is made out of a shitty dessert like nougat? I'm not gonna eat that.
Whoa.
Anti-nougat. Strong.
I mean, nougat all by itself isn't something I would want to consume.
Or
but
like
if
marzipan.
you pair it with something, no.
I refuse this premise. If you first of all, you're saying nougat is horrible. First of all, check your candy bars. Fantastic. It gets the job done. Second, you wouldn't use nougat as concrete. You're going to use like a baker's chocolate, something that's hard, or like a graham cracker, maybe get it like that cobblestone effect look. Come on, guys.
Okay, it's 2020. Please stop saying nougat. I don't know why I have to be the one to say that. I shouldn't be the one saying that.
Sanders, I'm so sorry. I've had like 4 shots of James Beam. Like is that
Jim Beam's
more respectable brother?
Fancy cousin James Beam.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Like, now that I look back on it, like, I realized that I really grew up super rednecky more than I thought we did at the time. Like, if I look at my dad's alcohol choices, it was like Jim Beam, Wild Turkey, Hennessy, and like Vaughn's brand vodka. Like, all horrible choices.
Now, Heiman, your place is like alcohol mecca from my experience, because you famously every year have that incredible St. Patrick's Day party, except for this year, which is just like that's the biggest loss of the year.
The timing too this year.
Okay,
that's the biggest loss of the year is not having that party. I just tell people about that, because I it's an incredible, and I barely even get to make them most of the time.
I got a story after this about that. Yeah,
but like every year I look forward to it in case I can make it.
Well, first of all, like this year we started staying in on March 13th, and I still was a little in denial about what was to come. So that Saturday,
I remember you rescheduled it really, optimistically.
There's early denial even right before it. That Saturday, I still went out to the Irish import shop and bought a bunch of stuff, and then really like over the weekend, I was like, "Oh, this is worse than it seemed even yesterday."
Yeah.
Okay, and then I pushed it back to the summer. That was when we thought, 6 weeks of stay at home, we're going to be done in mid-May, and then we'll get back to normal.
Wrong.
And then that was a foolish idea. And then I like pushed it back to September, really hoping, and it became really clear. But the St. Patrick's Day party is a 8 a.m. till fall over blackout, fun time of drinking and enjoying St. Patrick's
Which, in
Day.
my experience, fall over blackout is about 9 a.m.
Yeah, so if I can just jump in as a survivor of one of these things, they actually keep a running tally board of how much.
The big board.
The big board, yeah. So one of the past winners, Chris Donnelly, was at what, 35?
Yeah.
Isn't he usually the winner?
And the funny thing is like Chris, he tends to go really hard.
Just a little bit.
So his 35 isn't over the 16 hours of the party. It's over the 8 hours.
It's the day of.
And then he crashes. He usually crashes hard. I feel like in hindsight, so many times the big board is a mistake because people turn it into like
a competition,
a competitive nature about it.
Yeah.
When it's really just for, I feel like, posterity or like just like an unknowing or keeping track, but not necessarily a competition.
Super.
Hey, hon. I know that we agreed to open up our marriage. I just didn't think you'd make actual notches in our bedpost.
Sorry?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it takes a little more than sorry, because I understand that it's a little bit easier for you to, meet people and accomplish completion of the act with people, but I mean, your side of the bed, it's whittled down to practically nothing.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be here for this private conversation. I'm just gonna slowly back out the room and let you guys.
No,
finish.
David, please stay. Use that robe and just hang out in the kitchen.
I didn't mean to rush you off, David. I'm cool with this. We're open-minded.
Fridge is open season.
This isn't about you. It's about respecting our furniture.
Oh, I'll let you guys finish. I'll just make a quick Irish breakfast, and I will just bugger off.
Don't sit on the chaise, please.
Please.
Okay.
I was going to apologize again, but then I remembered how you want me to stop apologizing so goddamn much.
Well, I think that, this is something where it's an opportunity for you to live your truth. I just think that it's a little bit braggy, and it's really, really damaging to this piece of prime redwood headboard.
Okay, look.
That's a really condescending look you're giving.
I'm not.
That's a really condescending look.
Yeah, it is, because I'm not digging into the headboard, okay? Like, what fucking lowlife would carve into this pristine piece of redwood pulled out of the Sequoia National Forest, all right? Above 8,000 feet. You know how much the Sequoia National Forest is above 8,000 feet? Less than 10%, okay?
Significantly. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Do you guys have baked beans? I can't do a full Irish breakfast without the baked beans. Do you guys?
Green cabinet, bottom shelf. Look behind the pumpkin.
Right. Okay. Cool. And if you guys have any special things you want in it, let me know. But yeah, I'm just making it for 3.
Dave, I really don't want to drag you into our marital fight, Dave.
Yeah.
But I just want to say something.
Sure.
The Sequoia National Forest. What kind of trees do you think would be in the Sequoia National Forest? Maybe sequoia trees?
Sequoia trees, yeah. Sequoia trees, yeah.
Okay.
Which are redwoods.
No.
That's what I wanted to say.
No,
I thought they were
they're
redwoods.
not.
Are you serious
They're redwoods,
right now?
They're not. No. Okay, now I'm a little bit insulted.
I'm going to go make baked beans. I'm sorry. Baked beans.
Hey! So I was trying to be polite while I've been hiding in the closet, but this is gone.
You don't have to hide in the closet. It's an open relationship.
I just felt like this was a really tense moment, and I didn't want to interrupt, but I've been here for a while, and I really have to pee.
Just go.
So go to the bathroom.
Just go.
Nobody's stopping you, Phil.
Okay, I'm gonna go pee now.
Thank you, Phil.
Hey, Phil. Hey, can you tell them that sequoias and redwoods are closely related, but they're not the same kind of tree?
I know, Greg. I know.
Okay.
Speak up, Greg.
I don't want to get in the way. I want to do my thing in here. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even taken the ball gag out. I know I shouldn't have taken the ball gag out. I wanted to interject real quick.
Who is Greg?
I brought Greg home, all right?
Oh.
You brought home Phil. You brought home Dave. I brought home Greg.
Hello.
So now I'm cooking for 6 people?
Hi, Greg.
Hi.
Do you work? Are you a forester? Are you a park ranger?
Okay.
No, I'm a general trivia enthusiast.
Are you an arborist?
I like information. I like absorbing facts and sharing them with people who like to hear about them. That's it.
I bet you like absorbing facts.
Len,
Is that
Len, before you tear Greg apart, I will say, remember.
Oh, is that going to happen? Is that going to happen?
I meant metaphorically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not,
sorry.
Don't get me
Greg,
worked up like that.
Yeah, not today.
So, Len,
I mean, it could, but not today's not the day.
Remember, right? We were talking on an early date about your penis.
Oh, yeah.
And I said it was like a sequoia because it was really big around.
I do remember.
Right? And also really long. But then, right, I said, but it's not like a redwood, which doesn't have much girth and is really, really tall. Right? Remember that?
Right.
Yeah. See? So sequoias are different from redwoods. This is a redwood piece of furniture. And I'm not sure. Oh, my God. I'm the asshole.
You're right, because the fire.
No, I'm the asshole.
Fire. Also, it's helpful to have controlled burns to
Here's the thing. I'm the asshole.
How it spreads, and you need to burn down my relationships in order to keep them from growing too much.
Well, I owe you an apology because I'm realizing those marks aren't you putting notches in the bedpost. Those are the cuffs Greg was wearing. They just carved right in. Oh my god! I'm such a dick. I'm so sorry.
No. I'm the dick because I instead of looking at what the problem was and just acknowledging that those were Greg's, I just assumed you were being an asshole per usual.
And can I apologize that my confinement was the one that caused this entire argument? I want to make sure that you understand that I'm at fault here.
Greg, no, quit trying to take the blame, Greg. No one's going to hit you.
While we're apologizing, I'm sorry. There's just urine all over your bathroom floor.
Look, you guys, I don't mind cooking for 6 people, but some of us are gonna have to split the English bangers. Okay?
Nobody wanted your food.
The breakfast is for you.
Oh, is that black pudding I smell?
Yeah, man.
All right, look.
You have any spotted dick?
Daryl, I'm coming on to your side of this argument. I don't think we should have an open relationship anymore.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you too.
Legit. My favorite photo, I don't know if how much Heiman will remember, but and if you know Heiman, tell us about it, is the photo on St. Patrick's Day with you posing with all the fruit. Because you wanted to wear all the fruit during the photo because you thought it'd be cool to wear fruit.
Oh, I don't remember this picture.
That was a couple of years ago now. That's several years ago. Yeah, man. You know, it's at the point where like they're kind of blurring together, and also, you know, that was clearly in the evening after.
Wait,
hit him.
So you're telling me that this holiday where you drink an incredibly strange amount, it's all blurring together?
Huh.
I know. Huh. Yeah, I don't rightly remember the events leading up to putting all the fruit on me. Yeah, it's a weird one. Yeah, it is.
Okay, so I do remember this. Then I came in late to the day. I came in around 9:00, so everybody's pretty.
AM is pretty late to start. Yeah,
yeah.
That's an hour deep.
I came in 9 p.m.
Oh,
so everyone
that's
11 hours. Wait,
yeah,
13
Everyone
hours
is 12 sheets to the wind at that point.
Yeah, like I went to work that day.
So Steven, we start at 8 usually.
Yeah,
we start
8
at 8 a.m.
8 a.m. or 8 p.m.
8 a.m. We start at 8 a.m.
So 13 hours in.
Everyone who's there at 8 a.m. We have a car bomb right off the bat, which is a
Irish car bomb. I know
for
it.
those who don't know. For those who don't know, is a shot of half Bailey's and Irish whiskey dropped in a pint glass of Guinness, and you chug. And then immediately after that, we have a full Irish breakfast.
I've never made it to the Irish breakfast too, which I'm sad about.
It's good.
Yeah, blood pudding, baked beans.
I've only ever had the full English breakfast. They're pretty similar.
They're
right?
very similar.
Yeah, describe it because I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
They're the full fry, or I think like there's a British pub down the street here. They call it the full Monty. There's a bunch of names and there's like slight differences, but the full fry, the full Irish breakfast is fried eggs, toast. Usually it's like potato bread, but toast, baked beans, black and white pudding, bangers, Irish rashers, so like back bacon.
Yeah.
Also sauteed tomatoes and mushrooms. And I think
quick question.
And a glass of orange juice and coffee. Okay. That's also part of it.
Cool question. I know black pudding is congealed blood that you fry up.
Yeah.
What's white pudding?
It's basically the same, just doesn't have the blood.
Come.
It's like pork and,
That's what I was afraid of, Sanders. That's what I was like. I don't know. Like they're taking like.
Well, it's Irish cum, so it's jovial.
Black pudding, obviously congealed blood. Is this phlegm or is this another fluid? Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pork sausage mixture.
Duh.
There's sometimes oats. Anyway, go ahead, Josh. Back to your entrance at 9 p.m.
I show up at 9, and the rule is once you get in the house, you have to spin this wheel of alcohol.
Oh, that's new.
That was okay. Now I remember. Okay, so
because it used to just be you have to take a shot when you arrive.
This is funny. So
this is like Memento, where just like flashes of memory or just illuminating his brain.
Okay, so this really places it a specific year. This is the year that we were doing the death matches with Death Laser.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
2016, I think. Yeah.
2017, I think.
That's 2017. Yes.
Okay.
So that year we were doing the death match at the Pack, competing with the Feel Good Not Bad Death Laser. We were all inviting friends.
Pew, pew, pew.
I invited friends that I worked with at camp. One of the other directors saw the spinning wheel and was like, "We have to get something like that. We have to get a wheel." And he went out and bought a wheel that we could like write on with dry erase and like and stuff. and we would use it. We used it at our interviews for new staff. We put a bunch of like fun things, icebreakers and stuff on it. But we would also use it outside of camp, like when we would go to conferences and we'd be partying, we would like write drinking games on it. And we used it that year for St. Patty's Day. And we put a bunch of games on that.
So I get in and I spin an Irish car bomb. So I went in Rome or Ireland, had a shot, and our boy Heiman he is out of it. But he's like, oh, you know what? Let's take a picture. Come on, let's take a picture. We don't have any pictures of us. Right? We don't have any pictures of us. Okay. He's like, okay, well, we should hold something. I was like, I go, why don't we both hold whiskey bottles? He's like, nah, fuck that. I'm wearing a green shirt, man. I want something that goes with the green shirt. He starts grabbing yellow bananas and like he starts putting them around his neck.
I think there was the pineapple there somehow for some reason.
Yeah. Oh no, we're getting there. And he's like, it's like a necklace. It'll work. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And then you grab the pineapple and you cradle it like a football. And you're like, yeah. You're like, I'm like that Chiquita banana lady. And I was like, yeah, but it's St. Patrick's Day. You go, oh yeah. So you grab a Granny Smith apple and you put it on top of your head. You're like, no, I'm not. I'm like, and I think Chris Thompson's like, are you William Tell? You're like, you don't fucking get it. Take the photo. And I'm not in it. It's a photo of you.
I know. That was like my Facebook profile picture for a while.
See, I grew up to where like when I started drinking, it was just like no drinking games. Drinking's not fun. Just sit in the dark bar, sip your scotch, drink your beer, and shut the fuck up. Like,
oh, so you know my dad.
Super.
Hey, sweetheart. Hey, honey. Hey, little guy.
Yeah.
So you understand that drawing all over the wall is a no-no in this house.
Oh, why'd you wake me up to talk?
Well, I just found your quote unquote art all over the bathroom wall, and so you understand that means that the wheel of punishment, right?
What?
We got to do the wheel of punishment right now. Okay.
Do we have to?
We do. Well, okay. All right. What kind of anarchy do you think that we're going to descend into if we don't punish you for your choices?
Actions have consequences, right?
Actions have consequences. I'm glad you remember that. We had a big talk about it. So let's go. Let's get up. I've got the wheel set up in the living room.
What time is it?
Sorry, hon.
It's 2:30 in the morning. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sweetheart.
Sorry, hon. I was just getting everything set up for the very different punishments. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Peggy. I hope you were I hope you were more creative this time because I don't want to have to send you through the wheel as well.
It's okay, sweetheart. I was very creative this time. Trust me, he's never going to draw on those walls again.
All right. Okay. All right, Jimmy. Do you want to? You want to step right up?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now
Come on, Jimmy. Get up here.
Okay. Hit the lights, sweetheart. Have to get the. Oh wow. Oh, you did wonderful work with the lights this time. They're so bright and shiny.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh.
I found a couple of old-fashioned 150-watt bulbs from when we moved before they made everything be all fluorescent or LED. So
it's so bright.
Yeah, it's got a real interrogation vibe.
It's so bright.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yep. No, that's the idea. All right. So step into the spotlight there, Jimmy, and go ahead and spin away. Let's see what your fate's going to be tonight. Spin.
Okay, here we go. No whammy.
Nails on a chalkboard.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Oh wow.
So you know what that means? Nails on a chalkboard. It means that we take this chalkboard that we put nails in and we're going to drag it across your back.
We cut to the other dungeon with Peggy. Okay, so you're telling me my punishment for not doing the dishes is I have to drag my nails across a chalkboard the whole time?
No, of course not. Not dragging your nails across a chalkboard. How pedestrian is that? What we're going to do is we're going to use this chalkboard and we're going to pry off your toenails.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will.
So buckle up.
I will remind you Robert.
Actions have
consequences.
Actions have consequences.
And these are the terms. These are the terms you agreed to when you were born into this family.
Mm-hmm. No, that's right. Actions have consequences. Cut back.
Wait.
Yes.
Didn't
Jimmy? Yes.
Didn't my older brother Tommy get this before? What happened to him?
I do not call Robert by that name.
No.
All right, we changed his name. We changed his name specifically.
He lost that name. That was his good boy name. Now he doesn't get a good boy name.
He spun lose your name. He spun lose your name, and that was it permanently.
A bad boy name?
Cut back. So my name is what now?
Well, now it's Timmy.
It's Timmy.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You get a more diminutive name than the stronger Robert that we started you out with. We wanted you to have a good, strong start in your life. You could go by Robert. You could go by Bob. Those are good, strong names. But now you get Timmy.
Yeah, Timmy's your shame name. Mm-hmm. Actions have consequences.
Actions have consequences.
Cut back.
Okay. So it's a shame name now. Okay, so I have nails on the chalkboard.
Mm-hmm. So what you're going to do is just go ahead and grab those two hand grips on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I can't reach them. They're so tall.
Oh, here, step up on that booster. Here you go. Can you reach? Do you have a good hold on him now? Good. Now I'm gonna kick this booster out from underneath you, so you can hang here. Just use your lats. Use your lats.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
And now we're just gonna give you. I'm just gonna start with just a little pat with the nails. Here you go. Pat.
Just a love tap. Just a love tap.
There we go.
And to remind you, this is because we love you, Jimmy. We do love you.
And now I'm gonna use these nails in the chalkboard to recreate the drawing that you did on the wall. Hey, honey, remember, actions have consequences.
Actions have consequences.
Legit.
Now it's that time of the show where we actually have one of our sponsors come in and say something. Normally, we've been having bigger global corporations. I think Boys Toys has been one of our recent sponsors. We're actually going local today. We want people to support your local restaurants where you can, where it's safe. I think this is one of them. I think you'll like it.
What's up, jerks? This is Chris the Piss from Washed FM. You probably know me as the fast-talking, freewheeling shock jock that blows up your morning commute with my Zoo Crew gang and fancy farty tactics. And I'm also Cristobal Andalucia Saldivar, Escoffier certified executive chef. The one thing I love more than perfect mise en place is a perfectly crafted bouche isaduero taco, like Padres, but only with más sabor. And that's why I'm going to open up Plancha Fest. This is not your daddy's taco truck. Screw Arby's. You want meat? We got the meats, motherfucker. Plancha Fest is meant to celebration of all things that carne, be it tacos, burritos, tortas, or mulitas. Our meats are a fusion of everything Latin and Castilian. There are the classics like carne asada, carnitas, and el pastor, barbacoa, chorizo, and adobada for our experienced amigos. But if you're looking to prove a point to your whiny gringo friends, I double dog dare you to eat our three amigos plata of cabeza, chicharron, and chivo. It's the plate that the big boys eat when you come to Plancha Fest. No order is too grande or pequeño. All our spit-roasted proteins are lovingly cradled in homemade tortillas with a salsa bar that is second to none. If you survive the mango salsa, setting your mouth and butthole afire, come back and get the aguacate sauce, laced with only the finest fire-roasted Guatemalan insanity peppers. We also believe in the fusion of classic and street styles. We humbly want to bring you the best. Taste the authenticity of our Baja-inspired Papa Nacho Burrito. It's a little bit Jekyll and a little bit Hyde. Just like me, I mean us. We are Jekyll and Hyde, bitch. A shared brain, two approaches to Mexican cuisine. One need to have the best plancha in the world. Let's Tyler Durden this shit. Our style isn't conventional, but it takes two people from different ends of the culinary spectrum to give you and every patron. I'm Hyde and you're Jekyll. Don't forget that. I'll handle you like it was the West End of London. You have that switched, and you're referencing Jack the Ripper. My sabor, bitch! He was my dad, too! Hey, planche fist.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to that.
I've got a pretty strict quarantine rule, but I might break it just to go to that. That sounds
I would
delicious.
go with you, and I know that's not allowed either. But like,
Yeah.
I want to experience that with you know,
It
my closest
sounds
friends.
like it's outdoors, so maybe
Yeah.
it's safe. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
it's definitely outdoors.
yeah. It's probably
Yeah.
gonna be super crowded though.
There's only one table.
Oh,
Oh, family style.
yeah.
Even if you're not family. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Oh, that sounds so good.
Heiman, what is the best taco truck you've ever been to? Because I think you and I argue about this.
The best taco truck?
Or taco plate. What's that?
Taco experience.
What's that one place you used to love, but now is shut down because it's a piece of garbage?
Aren't they all shut down? Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I thought all the food trucks were back. Like they're allowed to operate because they're.
Food trucks are great. Food trucks
Is
are
El
good.
Venado up? We got to go to El Venado.
We've still
if that's
been going to
true.
Kogi whenever it shows up in North Hollywood on Thursdays.
Yeah. Kogi's
Oh.
a classic. Now it's a classic. That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
My favorite place, and I went there growing up. It's down the street from my vet. It's El Michoacan on Sherman Way, and that place. I don't remember when now. It's been years, but a car drove. It's just a stand. It's a stand on the corner, and a car drove into it. And
I drive by it regularly because one of my clients is right around the corner, and I'm watching them slowly rebuild that place. But
Yeah.
it's been slow, and of course, what are they going to do now?
Yeah, I've noticed over this year there. I haven't been by to see that, but I've noticed like over the last year and a half, like signs saying reopening soon, and then I started to see work at the beginning of this year. But it looked pretty dire for a long time because I imagine that's a really small place. They take cash only. I bet they really were just probably making enough money to keep going and stay open. I can't imagine they had profits for a rainy day fund or insurance to cover that. Unfortunately, but that place was so good. The machaca and their quesadillas. When I was a kid, my mom. We would go there a lot whenever we went to the vet. My mom would call it the burn butt burrito place because, and she would always get the chile verde burrito, and it was spicy. Not you would expect that from chile verde because the green's usually a little more mild, but that was
I guess
theirs was spicy.
Yeah, that's one of the things that being an American tricks you into thinking is that green salsa is somehow milder. Because I remember when I lived in North Hollywood, there was like the Superior Super A amazing grocery store or whatever, and I got like a big thing of the green salsa there, and I was like, it's green salsa, it's gonna be milder. And I put one chip in my mouth, and I was just like, I'm never gonna stop crying. It was so hot, it was so spicy.
Yeah, I think that's the tricky thing in most. Food cultures that use peppers, like in like pretty much all of Asia, the green chilies are always the spicier chilies because it's usually because they're the younger chilies, right? They're not fully ripe, so they just have way more spice.
And the
it's more
red
condensed,
is oftentimes tomato is tossed in there too with the red that evens it out.
That
and
cuts
makes it
the spice a bit. Yeah. Which it goes against our instincts of green means go, red means stop.
The real one that fooled me though was when Josh took us to Tacos El Venado and their mango salsa, which I've had every other place is the mild, and here it is
fire.
The you regret being alive sauce.
No, I've had several variants in various places where the mango or the pineapple or the peach is like it is painful. I love it though because it's such a beautiful combination of sweet and spicy.
But I get you.
But like sometimes, especially mango tends to be mango habanero, and so like it really, if depending on how they're doing it, it tends to be the killer.
Super.
I've heard that this place is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this. Thank you so much. I mean, I know it's unconventional to have a business lunch and like such a crowded restaurant, but I thought we could have our discussion just right here and really just hammer this out.
If you say so, Biff. It sure seems to have some of the local color and
trust me,
custom to it.
Tacos Al Pain is the absolute best. They say that these tacos are so good that you will only have regrets the next day. They have a chorizo and thumbtack burrito here.
Sure.
That is just the most amazing thing. I don't know why it works, but they say the thumbtacks piercing your gums and cheeks, it opens your mouth up to the flavor in a way that is just amazing.
Hey boys, welcome to Tacos Al Pain. Sorry, it's a crazy, it's the lunch rush, but I'm gonna be your server. I'm Chet.
Hey, Chet.
And hi. I don't need to know your name.
I'm Biff. Hello.
I don't care. Look, it's really busy, so I'm going to need to know what your order is, or I can give you a few more minutes, but what's up?
Okay, you know what? We might need to take a look at the menu for just a minute. Biff here and I'm also Biff, by the way. That's what we're having a discussion about. We're going into partnership, and we're trying to figure out, should our name be Biff and Biff, or should it be the two Biffs, or, sorry, you've got a lot of tables. I'm sorry. I hate it. When I used to wait tables, I hated it when people did this to me. So
I do hate it.
We'll just need some more time with the menu. Oh, do you guys have any specials today?
We do have a special. Our Nails on a Chalkboard taco is really just on fire right now. Duper. And it will make you on fire, literally, on your backside.
Oh, that sounds intriguing. Is that with chicken? Or pork, or is that just the shells from a lobster?
Any meat you want, any protein you want, but shells. Funny you should ask. Shells on a lobster is one of the options, and it really drives home the nails feeling.
Okay, all right, that's good to know.
Just one question, Chet. Man of discerning flavor. Is the lobsters Atlantic? Are they from Maine, or are they?
It's just the shells. Biff? Was it Biff?
Yeah, it's Biff.
Yes, it's Biff.
It's Biff and Biff. We like to say two Biffs are better than one.
Good slogan, Biff.
Hilarious. This isn't Southwest Airlines, so I don't have time for your humor. I'm gonna take off. You guys look at the menu, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Chet.
Well, Biff, I'll tell you what. Biff? I've had a couple of queso tacos in my day at Del Taco, so pretty much whatever you throw at me, I think I can handle.
Oh, no. These aren't queso tacos. These are laso tacos. They're laced with pharmaceuticals found in the homes of late shut-ins. So any pills left in their medicine cabinets, this restaurant gathers, crunches up, melts into the queso, and then serves to their customers. They are fantastic. I had one when I was here just a couple weeks ago. I tripped balls for days, and my cholesterol went down.
Wow.
Hey, Biff, is that you?
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
this is a little bit embarrassing.
Biff, from Madison High. Yeah, how you doing?
We've never met.
I'm sorry. Biff, this is my former
Oh, you were referencing
partner.
my other friend, Biff. I'm sorry. This is not for me. I apologize.
This is my former business partner. His name is also Biff.
Hey, what's up, Biff?
Three Biffs don't make a right. You know what I'm saying?
It's so good to see you, man. It's been so long since we used to do those wedgies together.
Yeah.
Oh, my balls still hurt from how hard you wedgied me.
Wedgies?
yes, of course. I'm in the middle of this is a business thing, so now's not especially the time to talk about old times. But you know what? Hey,
all right.
Why don't you
just
send
punch me in the balls? Why don't you?
Message on LinkedIn?
Oh,
and then I'll get right back to you on that. Okay?
Oh, that sounds unpleasant.
Oh, but before you go,
what's up?
Did you already eat, or are you leaving or coming?
No, I was just getting here. Yeah, this is the spot, right?
No, I was just curious. Do you have a favorite dish here? My friend Biff here, and my friend and business partner.
Thank you.
Okay, I've given you guys a few minutes, and we have a third. This was a two-top, but apparently
I'm Biff.
Decided to make it a three. Of fucking course you are. Look, I just wanted to let you guys know, if you haven't decided yet, we have another surprise special from the kitchen. It's our Pharma Taco. It's got a little bit of Oxycontin, some Zoloft, and some straight psilocybin.
Oh.
So if you're into that, And a little bit of spice. There's just a little bit of Tapatio on there.
I know I came here because your ground glass green salsa is the talk of the town.
Yeah.
Like that shit hurts going down.
Yeah, you can experience any one of our amazing salsas at our salsa bar. Our green glass salsa is available right there. Also, our red hot nails.
Oh, I don't touch the red stuff. It's too weak for me. I stay away from that. I go straight to the green.
I don't mean to get...
Well, I can see why you lost him as a partner, Biff. Jeez.
Yeah, and I don't mean to get all food nerd on you, but this is a Baja-based cuisine. You can tell because most of the dishes involve nails of some kind. So, you know what?
That's actually, as much as I'm offended and annoyed by the fact that all three of you are named Biff, and I really don't care what your lives are like, that's actually accurate, and I respect you as a human now.
Oh, thank you, Chet. I thought we were getting into a real Ed DeBevick's vibe for a second there, but I think I am now completely ready to go ahead and place my order.
Oh, all right. Well, let me just get out my notepad. Just kidding. I don't need one. I'm a server professionally, so just tell me. It's in my brain.
Biff! What? Biff?
Oh, my gosh.
Biff? What's up? Oh, well, not me. I'm sorry.
Oh, all you guys here? We're going to need another chair. Another chair. I mean,
okay,
I just,
all right.
You know, I just had a business.
Wait, it's you!
I can't believe all three of you guys are here.
Oh, I get it. It's been turned on me, right? The server at the place that it makes you shit real bad and it like tears apart your insides. But this is like fucking with my brain because this is my this is I hate my life right now situation where 4 fucking dudes named Biff on a business meeting.
Is that a special?
No, this isn't about you, Chet.
Yeah,
all right, listen.
You're not the center of the universe, Chet.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, we all met in a Back to the Future support group. All of us got bullied but because we were named Biff in the mid 80s. And so now we wound up bumping into each other, and a couple of us went into business together for good or for ill. And so this is how it turned out, Chet.
So what are you looking at, butthead?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
So I'm gonna order off menu, and I'm just gonna have the shrimp. And before you say, what are you doing? I'm violently allergic to shellfish.
Oh, sir, I deeply apologize for hating all of you just based on your names. I had no idea that your backgrounds. I'm so sorry for making assumptions, and you will get all of the shrimp that you need to go into and experience an awful anaphylactic shock as quickly as possible.
My throat closing up around the food makes it taste better.
Now, why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
I will. I will make like a shrub and go put your orders in and have them delivered to you very quickly.
I'm going to save you some trouble. I'm not even hungry. I just had a big lunch up the street at Murder Ribs where they literally just stabbed me in the ribs a bunch of times, so I don't need anything.
Oh, I've heard good things.
Legit.
I assume all of the Biffs own DeLoreans as well.
Yeah, they kind of have to.
Yeah, because they didn't get to before, so this is their chance to be the star of their own movie.
This is a lot of times when I'm doing a double take, walking by a restaurant, I'm like, 4 DeLoreans? Yeah.
Right. No, I once at Screen Actors Guild, the parking lot was filled with DeLoreans because someone there was having a DeLorean meetup, DeLorean owners meetup, and so like it was easily two plus dozen DeLoreans in their parking lot. I've also seen at a car show a white DeLorean, which was pretty wild.
I was about to ask, are they all like silver gray?
Yeah, well,
yeah, they're stainless steel is the standard design of them. They are a stainless
they're
steel
all, industrial kitchen prep space.
Yes,
yeah.
But there were some rare gold DeLoreans, and then a few people painted their DeLoreans, which is hard because again, stainless steel, so it's a different kind of surface. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've seen a white one that turned out really well. I think I got to sit in it.
I was so disappointed when I found out that they're actually terrible cars.
Oh yeah, garbage.
Actually, really, really cars. Like there's a great comedian in Cards Getting Coffee.
Yeah,
I think where Seinfeld picks up Patton Oswalt in a DeLorean, and it like breaks down on them.
And they had a backup one ready. following them on a flatbed.
There's a company that makes new electric DeLoreans. I think they're using a combination of actual spare parts from DeLoreans, because there was like a warehouse full of spare parts that they bought, and so they're basically using a combination of all the spare parts plus new electric parts and some new material, like a new car stereo kind of stuff, things like that. And I think their mileage isn't great. I mean, no joke. I think they get something like 88 miles of range, something ridiculous like that.
Awesome.
But it allows you to buy a DeLorean that has modifications that allow it to be slightly more comfortable, ride more comfortably, and be reliable. But yeah, be a DeLorean.
I don't know if it's cool enough to justify that cost.
Yeah.
Like there's so many other cars that have come out since then. You know, it's like when people like fetishize an actor from like the 50s, like when people are like all over James Dean, who was like, yeah, he was great. But you know, there have been a lot of great performances since those three that he did. So let's go ahead and ease back on that, because it's like the DeLorean, if it hadn't shown up in Back to the Future, none of us would care.
That's true.
Yeah, it's really like, you like that car because you like that movie.
Yeah. No, most people would not even be aware.
Well, and at this point, we're so far removed from it. I would not be surprised if the newest generation that watches the Back to the Futures thinks or believes that the DeLorean was made for that movie. Like it's the Batmobile.
Yeah.
But it's the Back to the Future mobile. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the dialogue definitely implies that it's a known entity, but it depends on how well you track the dialogue, whether you pick up on that. I guess I'd have to ask my kids, because I showed it to them. I showed them those movies for the first time back around Back to the Future Day of 2015, when we actually crossed over into now all of the Back to the Future films take place in the past.
Yeah.
I did run them through the whole movie series around them, and then they always had this thing of, yeah, Dad, whatever, you say this movie's great, but they never believed me, and they just loved the hell out of those movies. So they actually apparently stood up even now, which is pretty cool to know.
Oh, but the original Back to the Future is one of the most well-written
it's
screenplays
spectacular
of all time.
But
it's practically a
this.
perfect film.
Yes. I will say this. It is a movie about a guy going back in time so he can try not to bang his mom. Let's all remember that.
These are the important things.
Exactly. Most well-written.
Yeah. So
because he successfully does not bang his mom.
This is true. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Yes.
And speaking of well-written pieces of art, I believe Michael Heiman has our next ad.
Oh yeah, yep, I do. Definitely have that.
I really love the ads that you bring us, Mike, because they're so well prepared, and so precise.
Yeah, I will say, even in like this time of the pandemic, Mike is out there hustling, talking to businesses, on the phone, trying to figure out who needs a space to advertise. And thank you for doing the work on that.
I'm getting on the ground floor for a lot of enterprising products that people don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great.
That's great.
It's a great. Yeah, it's like Sanders gets the big corporations. I find a lot of the up and coming brands, local brands, and then Heiman definitely has what we would consider fringe products.
Yeah, indie maybe. Yeah, like, no, whatever it is,
fringe,
it's stuff.
Fringe.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
niche.
Whatever it is, I've never heard of it before, but I'm so glad after the fact that I have.
So, Mike, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Has this ever happened to you? Ah, honey, look at all the stuff stuck on the nonstick pan. Everything's stuck. I'm gonna ruin the pan trying to clean this. Well, now it will never happen again with Trend Wetters. It's our new non-stick, padded, and slick base layer to put down on your pans to make them non-stick, but you can use them on any of your pans. Your cast iron, your stainless steel, your copper, your Teflon. That's more non-stick than the Teflon non-stick that you think is non-stick, but isn't really non-stick because you cleaned it improperly and rubbed that wooden spoon like really hard in there, and now it's just rubbing off that stuff, that chemical coating, and it's really bad for you, and you're ingesting it, and you're getting very ill all the time when you cook, and you have no idea why. But with Trend Wetters, that'll never happen again. We have so many popular colors for Trend Wetters. We have orange, we have yellow, we have pink, and we have neon green. And also seasonal colors, like neon pumpkin. Try Trend Wetters today to save your non-stick pans and to save your food.
Ooh,
thanks, Mike.
They sent me. I want to thank you so much because they sent me the neon pumpkin.
Yeah,
and it really when they said neon pumpkin in the ad, I assumed that was like kind of just overplaying themselves, but it actually glows constantly in my kitchen. And it's great because when I go into the kitchen at night to get water, I don't have to turn on the lights or anything. It just lights up the whole place.
Do you want to hear a secret? They told me the manufacturer when I went and got the details.
Oh, I love it.
There's actually trace amounts of actual active radioactive material in each one. So
okay, that explains it then, because I got they sent me one of the small saucepans as a sample, and so I crack an egg in there, right, and it's super nonstick, so it's frying perfectly, right, and I'm like, this is awesome, and then I realized I hadn't turned on the stove.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah,
that should be in the sales pitch right there. I don't know why they're not highlighting that.
I know. Maybe it's for another ad. They don't want to
true
shoot all their shots on the one.
Yeah. maybe they sent you a prototype. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like they were really trying to highlight the the nonstick quality and the colors. Those were the main things. It's natural heat is probably something that is a happy accident.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it.
So speaking of radioactive, and we share a Mike story. This is how we kind of became friends. We used to hang out and we were on a team and we'd play shows over at IO West, and the show would go either really good or really bad.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Boo.
Yeah, R.I.P. So what we would do is after the show, we would grab a drink. And then one drink became a couple of drinks for Mike because, St. Patrick's Day every day.
Whoa.
But eventually it would come to a point where I'd be like, Mike, you need a ride home? He's like, yes. I'm like, and he said it like that, like Marv Albert, yes. And I'd give him a ride home, and he's like,
did he also sexually harass you?
That's later in the story. Just keep listening. Yes. And he's like, we're saving money on Uber. So I'm like, okay, great. So I'm driving him home, and he's like, hey, man, let's go get something to eat since I didn't pay Uber. I'm like, great. And this is him kind of buzzed, not super drunk, but a little there. And like the first 4 or 5 times we'd go by, he's like, I know this great place. Oh my God, it has the best quesadilla I've ever had in my life. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, you go up here to Lancashire and you make a left on Sherman Way, which is where El Michoacan is at. We went there 4 times in a row. And it was fucking closed. Yeah. And like, that's when the car accident happened. It got shut down. So it's just rubble. And he's like, oh, I forgot. So we would go to
never did that.
Yeah, you did.
No, so I did not.
Yeah. So we went to Tacos El Venado. I remember this. We went to Tacos El Venado instead because that was my place. And we went there and you pulled out like $40. He's like, order whatever you want. It's on me. I was like, wow, really? He's like, on me. And he's like, what do you recommend? Well, I was like, the burrito's great. And he's like, yeah, what else? I was like, and the quesadilla's pretty good. He's like, and what else? I was like, they got nacho fries. He's like, goes up to the lady. He's like, I'll have a burrito with suadero. I'll have a quesadilla with carne asada and a nacho fry. He just orders like all this food. And I just remember being like, 1:30 in the morning, and I've never seen a man put away like a 5-pound burrito, a 3-pound quesadilla, and like a 2-pound nacho plate with just like grease running down his arms, just like an animal. And he's like, this place is all right. And then from then, after every show, he would forget that Michoacan is closed, and then we would go to El Venado.
That is not true. You are 100% exaggerating.
I like that you guys went from a place that had been smashed into by a car to a place that had been smashed into by a car. Yeah. Because IO West famously had a drunk driver run into it midday, like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Just smashed into that place. Yeah.
Josh, how I know that you're exaggerating.
Prove it.
No way that I would have directed us back there after knowing that it was crashed into and closed indefinitely. Because the sadness,
4 times,
the sadness of knowing that was too great for me to ever forget.
I omitted the part where you cried. Yeah,
I do remember us going there, and it was before the car crash, but it was closed. And that place,
I was bummed. That's when I cried.
That place did have some inconsistent hours. Like I have been there before at 3 a.m. and shown up before at 1 a.m. And it had food at 3 a.m. and shown up at 1 a.m. and had them be closed.
Yeah, I remember you tried to get me to go there with you once, and I drove there and it was closed. And I was like, "Where the hell are you guys?" It's like, "Oh, it was closed. We went somewhere else." It's like, "Thanks for telling me." And yeah, I think we ended up at like a Norms or something.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I thought we were driving together at Norms that night.
Super.
Hey, sir, me and my buddy Mike, we heard there was a secret show happening today. The Who are supposed to play here. Is this the secret place for The Who?
Don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Wait, you have an accent. You're not from around here.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm from right around here.
Are you with The Who? Do you work for The Who?
No, I don't work for The Who. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
If this is this, I've never been to Leeds. I have no idea. I wouldn't know The Who if they came up right now and punched me in my googly wiggly.
Okay, so if said like the password is Tommy or Tommy, can you hear me?
Gotta try harder than that, mate. A little more obscure.
Okay.
Everybody knows the Pinball Wizard. Come on, man.
Okay, but this is where The Who is playing, right?
Wouldn't know.
We've been here. Okay, Mike, you said that they were playing here. We've come here seven times this week.
I mean, that's what I heard. You know, I mean, if you want to go to a secret show, you got to keep showing up.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, that's why they're secret. They don't tell everyone about it. You know.
Okay, I don't know who's messing with me here. Mike, you've had me come here 7 days in a row saying that there's a secret show for The Who, and yet nobody's been here. But yet, this guy that looks kind of like Roger Daltrey, but not really, I don't know, keeps saying that we keep giving him the wrong passwords and laughs every time we walk away from a secret show of The Who.
Hey, Roger Daltrey, come on. Just let us in.
Are you Roger Daltrey?
First of all, mate, I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you if I were, right? Right? Okay. And if I were Roger Daltrey, do you think I'd be working security for my own secret show?
I mean, that would be the ultimate, That
would be the ultimate test, right? Yeah, that'd be the ultimate test.
Now, if I were Rick Daltrey, Roger Daltrey's younger brother, maybe I would be working security for my older brother's, secret show, but I wouldn't be able to tell you if it were a secret show.
Wait.
Right? Nor would I be able to give you some sort of hint about what the code word was.
Hey, man. Can I get into the show? I'm not trying to cause a big sensation here.
Not quite right, but you're getting warmer.
I'm just talking about my generation.
Listen, I never make fun of someone with the disfluency, but that's not the password.
God damn it!
I'm sorry. You gotta.
God damn it!
You know, when we went to the Secret Stone show in Highland Park, Ronnie Wood was way cooler. I'm just saying, he let us in the. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Remember that, Mike? Ron Wood was just like.
He was a G.
Yeah, he was a super G.
Yes. Ron Wood has to be nice. You know why? You know why Ron Wood has to be nice?
Why, Mr.
Because he's not Mick Jagger or Keith Richards. That's why Ron Wood has to be nice.
Fair enough.
Okay, right? But allegedly you're Rick Daltrey. You're not Roger Daltrey. Is that correct?
Yeah, which means I can be a dick, right? Because nothing's going to get traced back to me, mate. So, either you come up with the secret password, or you bugger off, all right?
Rick, we've been wanting to see The Who.
I won't get fooled again!
All right, you can come in.
Yes!
Wait, that was...
Oh, sorry. Password rotates. It's a different one now. Go ahead.
Rick, come on. Me and my buddy, we've wanted to see The Who since we were...
Yeah, your buddy's seeing them right now. Or allegedly seeing them right now.
It's really happening?
I mean, maybe. For all you know, could be a bunch of guys in there with a bunch of chalkboards with nails in it beating the crap out of your friend. Who knows? But maybe you can find out if you come up with the right lyrics.
Come on. I mean, since we were living in a teenage wasteland.
No, that's not... Come on, man. You're kidding me. All right? Think, what would an Irish sheep do to get into this show?
Pardon me.
Yeah.
I really don't want to be here. Can you just let me in?
All right, get in there. All right, go ahead.
What?
Thank you.
Was that the password?
No, he just really seemed like he was in a bit of a mood, and I didn't want to make it any worse. Sometimes somebody's having a rough day. You don't want to fuck with them too much. You know what I mean?
I've been here every night. If I don't see the Who, I'm gonna have the worst day ever.
Yes, but you got something to hope for, don't you? Right? That's all we need in life is hope.
It was seeing the Who.
Hey, listen, I've seen you coming here, right?
Yeah.
Every single night, every single time, and every single time I ask you for the password, and you get this way. You get belligerent and you get rude. So you know what? Even if you come up with the password, I'm not going to let you in. You know why? Actions have consequences, okay?
Oh my god, you bitches are the best. What? Hi, sorry. It's my birthday. What's this?
Great. In you go. Keith Moon had a birthday. That counts as a password.
Oh my god, his name is Moon? Mercury's in retrograde or something.
Come on, I've had a birthday. We've all had birthdays.
Yes, but the password rotates, so it's not going to be the thing that gets you in. They said birthday before you did. Now you've got to come up with, okay, now let me think. All right, I'm thinking of a lyric from a Who song. And you got to figure out which one it is. All right.
Oh, my God.
Here we go. The game's afoot.
Oh, shit. Come on, man. Can you get that Entwistle out of your butt?
Nope.
And just let me in?
Nope. That's the Monkees. Nope. That's not a Who song. That's a Monkees lyric. All right.
What's it? Is it?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not really into the Monkees. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely a Monkees lyric. Go ahead.
Okay.
Try again.
Pinball Wizard.
Oh, that's just pandering. Right? Come on, man. Come on, think deep. You call yourself a Who fan. You want to get into a secret show. You can't even give me the obscure lyric where we get to, all right? You already said Pinball Wizard earlier.
Oh, fuck.
Now you're fucking with me. Come on, mate.
Hey, man. Can I get in there real quick? Right behind you, I see the Millions.
Yeah. Fine. I'll be in.
Great.
Oh, come on.
All right, let's see. Who's next?
I mean, come on, man. I've been here so many times. If I like just recorded enough like ambient sound, I can make my own quadrophilia. Just let me in.
Oh, now you think you're better than the Who?
No, I'm not. No.
Oh, you think you're better than the Who? Oh, look at me. I'm a guy in North Hollywood, and I can make it better than the Who. I can play guitar better than Pete Townsend. I can sing better than Roger Daltrey. I can play drums better than the late great Keith Moon. Or bass better than John Entwistle. You pig.
R.I.P.
Get out of here. Get out of here. You know what? I'll give you a chance. I'll give you one last chance. Why don't you reach over here and spin this wheel of Who?
Where'd you get that wheel from? Okay, I'll spin the wheel of Who.
All right, go ahead.
If that means I can get in the show. Okay,
well,
it.
I mean, it depends on what you land on.
Okay. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Nails on a chalkboard.
I don't know that Who song.
Legit. Oh, damn it. I just...
You okay?
I damn it. After Nails on a Chalkboard, I should have been like, no, that's a Nickelback song. Too late.
You should have. What a garbage sketch.
My brain was not smart enough.
That scene sucks ass. That scene sucks so much ass. It was such a waste of time.
So Nails on a Chalkboard. This is how you remind me of a Nickelback song. Should have put that on a photograph.
I tried to get very obscure when I came in as the guy that was disinterested. I was trying to be Pete Townsend. Because
Pete, oh my god.
Like the big news about him starting early this year was that he's like just done with, he says the Who doesn't exist anymore. He just hates,
I mean, half of them are dead.
Every band. He's just kind of done. He doesn't like performing anymore.
Well, you know, the last thing I heard about Pete Townsend was that he was researching abuse that he had received as a child, and there were some images on his computer that were disturbing. And by that I mean he had child pornography on his computer. And it was one of those things where I was like, research? Yeah, I was very disturbing.
And on that note, do you want to go into our last ad, Jet?
Yeah, we've got a movie trailer this time, which is exciting. Yeah, we don't have those very often.
Ooh.
So let's go ahead and play that one.
Are you talking about we don't have movies that often as a society anymore?
Yeah, that's also true. I don't know what streaming platform this is going to be sold to off to because they're not going to put it in the theaters. But that's great because I get to watch it at home. So I'm excited about this one. So let's roll it.
From the producers of Green Book.
Are you sure about this?
The editor of The Help.
It isn't right. You're a freak.
And one of the most iconic actors of our time.
We believe in you!
Optimus Prime.
I don't identify as an automobile. Never have.
The story of one alien robot's journey from machine...
I want to cheer.
...to cheerleader.
Autobots, form up.
This summer, if there's one film you see...
Go.
If there's one story to make you feel alive...
Fight.
If there's one experience that will transform you...
Win tonight.
It's transformation.
Ah, Decepticons! Why can't you strut like that?
This film is not yet rated.
So to kind of piggyback off the guitar thing, maybe I mentioned this in one of our Scrapped podcasts, but one of the weirdest things I've heard was Dave Mustaine from the band Megadeth. He had like a rare nerve condition in his wrist, so he had to sell all his guitars. He sold them all through private auction, got like $7.5 million for his guitars. And then like 2 years later, the nerve condition went away. So he had to go backtrack and buy all his guitars back.
Oh my God.
And he bought them back for like $10 million. So yeah.
Oh my God.
That nerve condition cost him a solid $2.5 million.
That's incredible.
Talk about sell low and buy high. Yeah, that is a poor investment strategy.
You're all missing the ripe, low-hanging fruit here.
I was waiting for you, Sanders.
He sold them, and then he had to buy them back because the medical condition that he had didn't pan out, and he had to spend $2.5 million to get them back. That sounds like capitalism.
Oh, I think. Did Chris Sanders just put a bow on our goddamn show?
I think he absolutely did.
Is that a bow?
On capitalism.
Do we get a bow?
That is the end of our show here. Yeah. Yes, that's our bow. That's our bow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bow.
Yep. Listen up. I would like to thank my wonderful, super legit crew as always. Thank you, Michael Heiman, for being the person who gave up the most personal information this episode. It was fantastic to get to dig into your drinking habits and label you as a drunkard. Yep, and a guy who packs in the burritos. I want to make a big shout out to our multi-talented musician Matt Walker, who did our intro and outro music.
Yeah,
you can find a link to his website in the show notes. Reminder, as always, to our listeners, if you haven't already subscribed to us, please subscribe to us on whatever platform you choose, and make sure you leave us a 5-star review on anything you can find us on. In fact, find us on every platform you can and leave us the 5-star review. And better than that, much better than that, tell your friends about our podcast. We want to spread this joy to every single possible person.
And if you don't leave us a 5-star review, remember, actions have consequences.
Actions have consequences. All right.
Double bow.
That's it. Until next time.
Oh, can I start recording now, Jet?
Yeah, go ahead and start recording now.
I don't believe anything's on. Oh, my time. I kicked the door on its hinges just so I could move on. Oh, 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 oh,
That's more nonstick than the Teflon nonstick that you think is nonstick, but is it really nonstick because you cleaned it improperly and rubbed that wooden spoon like really hard in there, and now it's just rubbing off that stuff, that chemical coating, and it's really bad for you, and you're ingesting it, and you're getting very ill all the time when you cook, and you've no idea why.